In this video, I'm going to be exploring the desert for ancient Puebloan ruins from at least 1,000 years ago. And let me tell you, after hiking miles and miles and filming this video, these things are absolutely incredible. They are mind-blowing. It's so cool. Fortunately, they're in the backcountry, so I had to hike down canyons, and it took a long time to get to a lot of these, which means they're completely unrestored, meaning they're in their natural state from how they looked 1,000 years ago when they were first built. And also so far back that you're able to walk up to them. Not necessarily inside, but you can walk right up to them as long as you don't touch them. And it is so cool. I loved it. So if you're interested in history, in ancient civilizations, in travel and adventure in the desert, this video is completely for you. So without any further ado, let's get into it. My first adventure started in a little canyon that has a whole bunch of ruins throughout the whole thing, and you can actually walk down and pretty much right up into them, which I thought was kind of crazy because you could tell a lot of people had just been walking all over them. So when I got up there, I tried not to walk inside of them too much, but I definitely did walk up right next to them. And that was really awesome because it gave you a sense of how these people actually lived, which I know through video doesn't seem that crazy, but when you're there, you're like, holy crap, this is insanity. This is pretty cool. But I just took my time and kind of wandered around the whole area, the whole canyon area, and just saw all the little sights there was to see and all the little ruins here and there was. Part of a petroglyph. I didn't think it'd be this cool. Ooh, there's another one right there. Dude, I think those holes definitely from them. But look at this. Corn, bro. I don't know if I should touch it or not. That's crazy. Just gonna set it right back where I found it. I ended up spending a lot of time here and actually pretty much explored the whole canyon, or this whole section of the canyon. So I hopped in the van and went off to the next canyon. The road to get to the next spot was actually super sick, and it was very scenic. At this one spot, they had to cut the mountain apart, that way they could get the road down through into this place called Comb Wash. And Comb Wash is actually a super big place for artifacts and ruins. So when I found a dirt road at the bottom of it, I ended up taking it. And I was kind of worried because it was all sand, but the van did just fine. Probably gonna stop up here somewhere. Probably right here because it's getting kind of rough. And I don't trust the van in the sand at all. I don't need to have any reasons to be stuck down in a wash, especially if it rains. There's a few other people around, but not too bad. Let's go explore. So I just talked to a dude, and he said about half a mile up here, there's some ruins on the right side. So we're gonna find them. I found one right there, but the only way to get up is this. So I'm gonna do it, of course. That's incredible. Huh. Very interesting. Oh. Wow, these ones are cool. Wow. Incredible. Look at this. There's one right here and one right behind it. Way up on the cliff, but there's no way to get up there. They definitely had some big ladders. It's crazy. It's impressive. Look at that. Ain't no way I can get up there, dude. Jeez. Wow. When the sun goes down out here, it gets real cold, and the sun was starting to go down. I boogied it back, and when I got back to the van, I just wanted to take in the scenery for a minute. And then I had an idea. It's time to fly the leftovers. We got some leftover rice from last night, some chicken, cheese, corn, and a little bit of lettuce. It's probably bad, honestly, at this point, but we'll see. We can taste tester. Delicious. Freaking canned chicken. Ta-da! Still good. Still pretty good. Alright. Got some dinner for tomorrow night. And a full belly. Can't complain about that. Now, it kind of sucks, man. It gets dark at like 6:30 at night. Like, look at this. Black. Not very fun. There's not a lot to do in the van when it's dark out other than like watch a movie, draw, read. Which isn't bad, but wait till it gets dark at 5:30. Then it's gonna be an extra hour of that. Oh. Not necessarily looking forward to that very much. Tomorrow's probably going to be some more ruins and stuff. There's actually some pretty cool ones on the road up ahead. Going to Natural Bridges is where I'm going next. So I'm kind of excited for tomorrow. It's going to be pretty cool. This is pretty much what I've been doing like every night. So far is I work on stuff, whether that's editing or designs or my website, whatever the heck it is. I work on that until about 10 o'clock, and then by then it's getting pretty chilly in the van. All the heat's kind of gone from cooking dinner. So I crawl in bed and try to warm up, and I put a movie on. And while I have the movie on, usually that's actually probably when I do designs the most. And if you haven't checked that out yet, Rattlesnake Clothing Company, put the link in the description to the video. Kind of have to get in bed and warm up for like an hour to get like all of the blankets warm. But it gets chilly tonight. It says 54 in here. Ain't no way it's 54, dude. It's like 40 in here right now. It's chilly. I don't trust that thing, because the other day my water was frozen and it said it was 45 outside. Water don't freeze at 45. All right, it's time to go into my cocoon for the night to stay warm. Good night. Oh, good morning, everybody. I've been up for a minute, but it's very cold. It's cold. I didn't put my window covers on last night. clearly it got a little more chilly than it normally does because there's no insulation on the windows. But I'm gonna wait for the sun to come up. That way it can start heating up the van through the windows like a greenhouse. That's what I've been doing this past few mornings, and it is way nicer that way. I've got my burner on in here just to keep it warm for a minute. I won't leave it on long enough to kill myself with carbon monoxide. But also, in the meantime, while the sun is working its way up, I'm gonna trade some stocks and work on editing. It's cold. It says it's 19 outside and 27 in here. Let the day begin. Up first on the agenda today, we have Upper Mule Canyon. Yesterday we were actually in Lower Mule Canyon, and of course there was ruins as you saw. So today, hopefully, there's even more. Okay. I don't think this first hike is super far, so I'm not gonna take a lot of stuff. Probably actually like pretty much nothing. These are the cave towers, and apparently they used to be like 3 stories tall. They said that these are used to communicate with other clans and other little tribes, and also to look up at the stars. Once I saw some of those, I walked over to the ledge because it was an amazing overlook, and I saw something super, super cool. It's looking like it's gonna be a busy day for me today because I'm standing on this edge and I can see a whole lot of ruins. First off, I can see some right about there. It's kind of hard to see in the camera. And then looking over here this way, there's a bunch right there, right here, and then, let's see, I can't find it in the camera. There's some right here and down here. So I'm gonna go explore all of it. Here's the first ones. Look at that. That's like 1,000-year-old corn. Dude, that is insane. This is wild. Okay, you guys, it might not look like much, but right here, this used to be a structure. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but those are Moki steps they carved into the sandstone. And right there, petroglyph. I think all these marks on the walls are from them too. This might be the coolest one yet for sure. Holy cow. I'm just gonna walk through this and you guys can enjoy. What? Ain't no way. Dude, that wood is like 1,000 years old. The doorway. That's crazy. It's wood. Another doorway. Wow. Jeez, man. That is so cool. Wow, this one's really cool. Oh my goodness, look at all the corn in there. I don't know why I think the corn is so cool, but it is. It's like, I mean, it's 1,000 years old, and it's like, this is incredible. Oh, look at these sticks, man. What? Now this is the incredible one. Holy. Look at where this is at. Up there. This is like a straight drop. Like probably 50 feet, 70 feet. That's whew, wild. Oh, look at the like little petroglyphs right here. Look at the dude. I'll step up to this one, but I'm not going inside. Wow. Oh my goodness. It's a duck. There's a dude below it. That's really cool. Look at that one. These ones are so small. It must have been storage or something. Oh wow. That's kind of cool. All right, so just for reference, clear back there is right about where the cave towers are at. That's where I started. Then I walked up here, and I came down. That's where the first ruins were at. Then I walked all the way around here and around the corner a little bit. I don't know how much of that I filmed. Then I walked back, and then I came down to right here where there's more ruins. Then I walked over and came down, went all the way down to here where there's a ton of those ruins, as you can see. And then I walked all the way down here. I actually found an arrowhead down there. I walked up, walked all the way back over, and now I walked along this whole rim over to these. So yeah, a lot of walking today. And I guarantee you there's more that I haven't even found yet, for sure. Guaranteed. Okay, back at the cave towers now. And whew, I'm worn out. It's like 1 o'clock. I haven't ate lunch and I didn't bring water, so I'm kind of tired right now. But I'll go back, have some tuna, drink some water. Okay, on to the next location. And it's actually not 1, it's like 3 o'clock. I just lost track of time. These ruins are called House on Fire, and that's because when the sun sets, the rocks above the ruins actually look like they're on fire, apparently. I stayed until sunset, or close to it, and it didn't have any of those effects. And I honestly think it's kind of because of the time of year and where the sun is positioned during the fall. I think maybe if it was during the summer or the winter or whenever it normally is, it would look like it, but I stayed until it was pretty close and it did not look like it. Regardless, the ruins were still pretty dang cool, so I checked them out, of course. And they're actually really well preserved compared to the other ones I've looked at. If you remember, like, the other ones are pretty much crumbling down to the ground. These ones look excellent in comparison, and I think they might have been restored. I don't really know. The day was coming to an end, so I made my way back to the van to find a campsite for the night. I made my way towards Natural Bridges and found a dirt road into Bears Ears National Monument. Dude, this campsite is actually freaking sick. So probably a lot of you have heard of Bears Ears National Monument, probably from the news, because there's a big thing when Obama made it from 1 million acres to 2 million acres, and then Trump got in office and made it 2 million, or back down to 1 million. Now Biden's back in office and brought it back up to 2 million. And it was all about oil and stuff, since there's a lot of oil out here. But those are the Bears Ears right there. Those are the Bears Ears. So yeah, a little bit of political history, I guess. But yeah, this place is an amazing campsite.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know.
So thank you for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing all those ancient ruins, because for me, I know it was like super sick. So I'm hoping you guys enjoyed it too. If you would like to support the channel, just make sure you subscribe and keep watching some of my videos. Next up, Natural Bridges National Monument. Looks super sick. Don't see why it wouldn't be sick, so make sure you follow along, and I will see you all next time. Thank you very much.